What's happening, everyone? Today we're covering one of the most heartwarming celebrity stories of the year, and honestly, it's going to hit you right in the feels. Hip-hop legend Brat and entrepreneur Jessica Dupart just became parents, and their journey to this moment is absolutely incredible. We're talking about a love story that spans years, challenges that would break most people, and ultimately, a beautiful ending that proves love really does conquer all. So grab your tissues because this story has everything: triumph, heartbreak, resilience, and pure joy. Let's dive into how these two powerhouse women became a family of three. On July 6, 2023, at exactly 8:30 p.m., Brat and Jessica Dupart officially became parents to a healthy baby boy. And when I tell you this couple is over the moon, I mean they are absolutely floating on cloud 9 right now. In an exclusive interview with People magazine, Brat opened up about the whole experience, and you can just hear the wonder in her voice. She's still processing it all, describing the entire experience as feeling like a dream. Can you imagine? After everything they've been through, and we'll get into that in a minute, she's looking at their son saying he's perfect in every way. But here's what really gets me: Brat admits that becoming parents has been even more magical than they ever imagined. These aren't just pretty words for a magazine cover, you can tell this woman is genuinely transformed by this experience. She's talking about how the journey has surpassed their wildest expectations and how they're cherishing every single second of being new parents. Jessica Dupart revealed their son's name, and honestly, it's perfect for them: true legend Harris-Dupart. But get this, they've been calling him perfect because, in Jessica's words, he really is. I love how these two aren't trying to be cool or reserved about their joy. They're just completely head over heels in love with their little boy. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting, and it shows you just how much growth and love can change a person's entire perspective on life. Brat was completely honest about her initial feelings about having children, and I respect her so much for this transparency. She flat out said she never thought she'd have a baby. In her own words, "Nothing was going to come out of me." That's such a raw, honest way to express how she felt about pregnancy and childbirth. But Jessica saw something in Brat that maybe Brat couldn't see in herself at the time. Jessica recognized Brat's nurturing nature, and if you know anything about Brat, you know she's got this protective, caring side that comes out with the people she loves. Jessica gently encouraged her to reconsider, believing in her heart that Brat was meant to experience motherhood. And that belief, that gentle push from someone who truly saw her, became the spark that started their entire journey. This is what I love about their relationship: it's not just about romance or attraction. Jessica saw potential in Brat that Brat herself didn't recognize, and she loved her enough to help her see it too. That's the kind of partnership that creates lasting change and growth. For Jessica, starting a family felt like the natural next chapter after they got married. She said she started seeing life through a completely new lens since they tied the knot, and you can tell that having a family together felt like the missing piece of their puzzle. But let's be real, the road to baby true legend was anything but smooth. This couple faced some serious medical and emotional challenges that would test any relationship, and their openness about these struggles is going to help so many other couples going through similar experiences. First, they had to deal with multiple medical procedures. Jessica experienced health complications after the egg retrieval process, which is already a physically demanding procedure. Then Brat had to undergo surgery to remove fibroids and polyps before doctors could even proceed with the embryo transfer. So we're talking about months of medical appointments, procedures, recovery time, and the emotional stress that comes with all of that. But the most heartbreaking part of their journey was the miscarriage they experienced in 2022. Brat opened up about this loss, and you can hear the pain in her voice when she talks about it. She described how she had already formed an emotional connection with the idea of being a mother, and losing that pregnancy felt like having a dream ripped away from her. This is something that doesn't get talked about enough: the grief that comes with pregnancy loss, especially when you've already started imagining your future as a parent. Brat's honesty about this experience is going to resonate with so many women who've walked that same difficult path. But here's what shows you the strength of their relationship and their individual resilience: they didn't give up. Even after all the pain and healing they had to go through, hope remained. They still had remaining eggs from their IVF process, and they made the decision to move forward using an anonymous donor from a cryobank. The donor they chose was described as a driven and enthusiastic entrepreneur, someone whose qualities they believed would help them bring a beautiful life into the world. The thought and care that went into this decision shows you how seriously they took this journey and how much love they were already pouring into their future child. To really understand why this moment is so special, we need to go back to where it all began. Brat and Jessica's love story started back in 2017 when they first met at Jessica's Miracle Drops event in Atlanta. Now, Jessica's no small player in the business world. She's built an empire with her hair care line, so this wasn't just some random meeting. This was a successful entrepreneur hosting her own event, and Brat was there to support. But here's the interesting part: while they met in 2017, their romantic relationship didn't officially begin until 2019. That's 2 years of friendship, getting to know each other, building a foundation before romance even entered the picture. In a world where celebrity relationships often move at lightning speed, these two took their time. At the time, Brat had not yet come out publicly, so much of their love story was unfolding quietly, away from the spotlight. That changed when they were spotted holding hands at Essence Fest, and suddenly the world knew what fans had been suspecting, that these two were completely head over heels in love. What I find beautiful about their relationship is how every challenge and milestone has brought them closer together. From Brat's coming out journey to building their business empire together, to navigating fertility treatments and pregnancy loss, to finally welcoming their son, each step has deepened their bond. And Jessica's influence on Brat goes beyond just encouraging her to become a mother. Since they've been together, you can see how Brat has embraced vulnerability and openness in a way that's really beautiful to watch. She's always been fierce and confident, but now there's this softer side that she's comfortable showing the world. While Brat didn't share extensive details about her pregnancy experience, what she did reveal speaks volumes about her mindset throughout this journey. She described feeling grateful and overjoyed throughout the entire process, despite everything they had been through to get to that point. Think about that for a moment: after medical procedures, surgery, a miscarriage, and all the emotional ups and downs of fertility treatments, she was still able to approach her pregnancy with gratitude and joy. That's not just resilience, that's a complete transformation of perspective. She said the whole experience truly felt like a blessing, and you can hear the wonder in her voice when she talks about it. This is a woman who went from saying, "Nothing was going to come out of me," to describing pregnancy as a blessing. That's the power of love, support, and personal growth all rolled into one. The fact that baby true legend arrived healthy and that both parents are doing well feels like the perfect ending to what was sometimes a very difficult journey. At 8:30 p.m. on July 6, 2023, their family became complete. What makes this story so compelling isn't just the celebrity aspect, it's what it represents for so many different communities and individuals. Brat's journey from someone who never saw herself as a mother to embracing parenthood with such joy is going to inspire people who thought parenthood wasn't in their cards. Their openness about fertility struggles, pregnancy loss, and the emotional roller coaster of IVF is going to help normalize these conversations and make other couples feel less alone in their journeys. Too often, we only hear about the success stories, but Brat and Jessica have been honest about the full spectrum of their experience. And for the LGBTQ+ community, seeing this high-profile couple navigate parenthood together, build a family, and share their joy so openly is representation that matters. Brat's coming out journey was already significant, but now she's showing that love and family come in many different forms. Jessica's role in all of this can't be understated either. She saw potential in Brat that Brat couldn't see in herself, and she loved her enough to encourage that growth without being pushy or demanding. That's the kind of partnership that creates lasting change and happiness. So there you have it, Brat and Jessica Dupart are now proud parents to true legend Harris-Dupart, and their joy is absolutely infectious. Their road to parenthood wasn't easy, with surgeries, health concerns, a painful miscarriage, and the emotional challenges of fertility treatments. But their love endured through it all, and now they're experiencing the pure wonder of raising a child together. This story is a testament to their strength, their faith in each other, and their commitment to building the family they dreamed of. Sometimes the most beautiful destinations require the most challenging journeys, and these two women have proven that love really can overcome anything. True legend Harris-Dupart, what a perfect name for a baby who represents the triumph of love, hope, and perseverance. Welcome to the world, little one. Your parents have already shown you what it means to fight for the people you love. That's all for today's story. If this touched your heart like it did mine, make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep spreading love and positivity.